started with something simple, something kind, a moment of compassion in a place built on procedure. But sometimes, even the smallest act of humanity can shake the foundations of injustice. No one expected Nurse Alana Matthews to make headlines. She wasn't trying to. She was just doing what she believed in, what she always believed in, helping people to no matter who they were. She didn't care about race, status, or power, just people. But the hospital? It saw things differently. It saw trouble. This is the story of how one nurse's quiet courage clashed with deep-seated prejudice, and how one grieving family refused to let hate win. Alana had worked at St. Jude Memorial for nearly 8 years. She was known among her peers for her calm under pressure, her gentle voice, and the way she'd hold a patient's hand when no one else would. To some, she was just another nurse. To others, she was the only reason they made it through the night. She wasn't flashy. She didn't play politics. She didn't have time for small talk in break rooms. But when a patient needed someone, Alana was there, always. It was a Wednesday afternoon when the patient came in. His name was Harold Dawson, a frail, elderly man who had collapsed in his driveway and was rushed into the ER. Alana was the first one to reach him. The color in his face was fading, and his breathing was shallow. She didn't know anything about him. Not that he was a retired judge. Not that he came from a powerful old money family. She just saw a man in pain, and she helped. She didn't ask about his insurance. She didn't wait for the attending physician. She didn't care that Harold was white, or that she, a black woman, had been told many times to follow protocol before making decisions. She did CPR when his heart stopped. She stabilized his vitals, and when he finally opened his eyes, confused and frightened, she stayed with him, reassuring him, speaking gently, and letting him know he wasn't alone. His family arrived hours later, distant, distraught, and cold. They didn't say much at first. They barely looked at Alana. One of the sons, a stiff man in a suit, asked why she had been involved at all. Alana tried to explain, but he cut her off. "We'll handle it from here." The next day, Alana was called into a meeting. 3 supervisors sat behind a long table. No smiles, no warmth. They said she had overstepped. They claimed she disregarded chain of command. They said she made the hospital legally vulnerable. She was fired. No warning, no investigation, no chance to defend herself. She walked out with her ID badge clipped to her coat, her eyes dry but burning. She didn't cry, not until she got home. And when she did, she cried not just for herself, but for all the times she'd swallowed injustice just to keep doing her job. Word spread quickly. Most of her colleagues didn't say a word. A few sent texts. One nurse called to say she was brave. But that was it. Alana didn't expect what came next. 3 days later, someone knocked on her apartment door. She opened it, and there stood Harold Dawson's daughter, Emily. She looked nervous, holding a bouquet of flowers and something else, an envelope. "I had to find you," she said. "My father. He's alive because of you. And what they did to you, it's wrong." Alana was speechless. Emily continued, "We talked as a family. We know our name has pull, and we're going to use it." In the days that followed, something unexpected happened. The Dawson family, known for their conservative silence, made noise, a lot of it. Harold, recovering in his hospital bed, gave an interview saying, "That nurse saved my life. I don't care what anyone says. She did what no one else did. She saw me as human." News outlets picked up the story. Social media exploded. The hospital released a weak statement about reviewing internal policies, but the damage was done, only this time, not to Alana. A petition demanding her reinstatement hit over 1 million signatures in 4 days. Civil rights groups got involved. A lawsuit followed. The hospital tried to settle quietly. Alana refused. "I don't want your money," she said in a press conference. "I want change." She didn't return to St. Jude. Instead, she started speaking out at schools, in churches, on TV. Her story became a rallying cry. And the Dawson family? They didn't stop. Emily helped fund a scholarship in Alana's name for nursing students from underserved communities. Harold donated to clinics that focused on equity and care. One small act of kindness had grown into a movement. Years later, someone asked Alana if she regretted stepping in that day. She smiled. "Number I saved a life. That's what I do. And I'd do it again, even if it cost me everything." Sometimes, standing up for what's right costs you more than you ever expected. But sometimes, it changes the world. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. For more powerful real-life stories, turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.